It's night and day. Night and day, back again.
Yes, back in the world of Dissidia Final Fantasy
NT, so that we know that it's not the PSP version. Because we couldn't tell from the graphics.
Yeah, it's like, wow, they really revived a dead console with the PSP to do that.
Alright, we got some Memoria ground up, so we can jump right into the story mode and see how it's going. So this time, it's Travis's turn to play, because we, in the traditional Night and Day fashion, we trade off every so often whatever game that we're playing, so that each of us has a chance to fail horribly for your amusement.
Well, guess whose turn that is, because I'm going to fail super hard.
Yeah, this game definitely has a learning curve. I will explain the controls for you while you're going.
Awesome.
And, oh, Scrivener of Tales.
Man, we've gotten the best tails.
Oh, man.
Dragon tails.
They keep trying to limit our screenshot taking ability. It just makes me want to, like, just get a phone and take a picture anyway just to rebel.
Yeah, don't tread on me.
Who would want to take a screenshot of this? There's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing happening. Probably when you're in the battle or something, you can record it. But I don't know. I don't know how this technology works.
Well, let's go.
We can just hop right into it.
Yeah. So it looks like you're going to be Ishtola, Vaan, and the Onion Knight.
I'm the Onion Knight? Finally. That's all I've ever wanted.
Yes, from the beginning, I see you've had nothing but respect for all of these things. Alright, so basically, you get to pick one of the three that you're going to control and assign the computer controls to the other two.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Part of me wants to be the Onion Knight, but then the other part is like, there's so many cooler options. Why would you be the Onion Knight? I think I'm just subscribing based on the name alone, but I think I'm going to do Ishtola.
Okay. So Ishtola is more... I don't know if she's a specialist or a marksman. Vaan is definitely a specialist.
Okay. Does that mean that they attack... Is that like physical versus...
Oh, no, that means...
magic or something?
Sort of. A marksman in this game is usually magical. What it mainly means is there are 3 standard tiers of character classes in this game, which are Vanguard, which is basically like a heavy attacker or a warrior, Assassin, fast attacker like a thief or a rogue, and then a marksman is a ranged attacker. And so most of the mages go into that category, but not all of them.
Right, so you were saying Ishtola is more of a she's like a marksman.
She's either ranged or specialist. Specialist is the 4th one that kind of has some aspects of multiple types.
Oh, okay.
I think she's a marksman, though, which means you want to stay away and try and peg them from a distance.
Right, okay.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Their powers are much unlike the rivals.
Whoa.
Her voice is so cool.
Yeah.
To arms, afford them no quarter.
Even her normal voice is cool. Her robot voice is really cool. The simple version is you just press X until your number turns purple. Then you close in on your enemy and hit square, and they die. Then you get a knockout, and once you have 3 knockouts collectively for your team, you win.
Okay.
The bravery attack is X. So the way that the game works is any direction that you press along with the attack is going to give you a different actual attack. You're getting slammed from the person from your left, so you might want to hit left trigger to target who has knocked it.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, the triggers, left trigger and right trigger, if you hit left or right, it will target the person to your left or to your right. And the person who you have targeted will be denoted by that blue circle.
Right.
So if you hit both triggers at the same time, it'll target just who's ever closest. So that way, if somebody's messing with you, you'll see that thin blue line. Yeah, now somebody's attacking you from behind.
Right.
Exactly. Okay. So that'll let you know, okay, I got to target somebody else potentially, or at least know to get the heck away from that person.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, and they're really going after you this time.
Yeah. Okay.
All 3 of them have gone after you.
Like everyone's trying to get their piece in.
All right. So as I was saying before, you've got the forward and X, back and X.
Okay.
Those both do different attacks. And also, just if you don't hold any direction and you just press X, neutral X, then that will do a different attack.
Right.
So this game has totally different fighting mechanics than all of the standard Street Fighter kind of half circle, quarter circle, forward to back, any of those that have been more commonly used.
So it seems, because this definitely is like, it's definitely not what I'm used to with this, where you have to like mind where you're going, but like you can't do combinations with directions or anything like that. It's just solely based on what, like, forward, backwards, and what button you press. That's it.
Right.
Nothing else.
And the way that there are additional moves, the triangle moves are your EX skills. So if you hold neutral triangle, you'll do your character's individual an EX skill that's unique to that character. For example, for Cecil, it changes his class from a Dark Knight to a Paladin.
Oh, okay.
And for Squall, it'll do the draw and junction. So it'll take stats from the enemy and give it to Squall. Ishtal, I'm not sure what hers is, but if you are neutral and you hit triangle, you'll find out. Ethereal Pulse. You did an Ethereal Pulse. What did that do? We don't know. So yeah, and then you have your other two EX skills that are equipable from different characters.
Okay.
Or multiple characters can equip the same ones. And you have, if you hold up and triangle, you'll do the top EX skill, and bottom and triangle will do the bottom EX skill. And when I'm saying top and bottom, I mean
up or down.
I mean the ones who are above and below in relation to the skills, the icons, you can see them, they're directly to the left of your HP bar and your bravery number.
Okay.
So those are the EX skills. The bottom one is ready now, it's flashing and it's in full color. The other two are not ready, so you can see they're slightly grayed out.
Okay, alright.
So I'm just going to keep going over how the commands work as you kind of try and destroy these people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your team is... There we go, you got one.
Yay.
Very nice. Now run away!
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about this. Alright.
Nice.
Hopefully...
now you can get back in there.
There we go. Hopefully Rama is doing his job here.
Yeah, he looks like he definitely turned some tables there.
Yeah. Definitely seems like it helps.
So besides the EX moves and the normal X moves, there's the way that the game... Oh, nice!
Thank you, sir.
The way that the game has even more moves available per each character, because that seems kind of simplistic, but there's actually more depth to it than that, because any position that your character is in will open up a new set of moves. So if your character is on the ground, then the forward and X being the bravery attack, the standard one.
Right.
If your character's on the ground, the forward and X, back and X, and neutral X all do each do a different attack. But if your character is jumping or in the air, then this is each button combination again does a new attack.
Right.
So you've got the neutral X in the air, forward and X in the air, and back and X in the air. Then they all do a different attack. So you've got 6 right there. And then again, there's a third one that opens up. Oh, that's so sweet. In the background, you can see Alexander, like the wings on the castle.
Right, yeah.
It's a major part of Final Fantasy IX.
Huh.
It's,
okay.
Yeah, there's so many actual Easter eggs and not necessarily Easter eggs, but just references to the source material games in this. There's just so many. It's amazing.
It seems like, yeah, there's a lot to learn really with all this, because like even when you go to like any new place, you have to like watch where you're going and what's around the environment, because like there's an Easter egg behind everything.
Oh, time is up. I wonder if that counts as a loss.
That we lacked.
It does in the normal versus mode, but it looks like it does in the arcade mode too, even though you were ahead.
Huh.
Yeah, your teammates absolutely suck.
So it seemed. I thought I was doing decent work.
Yeah, if either of them got 1 kill, I guess.
Yeah.
They were 5th and 6th though. There's nothing you can really do about that.
Oh, we have to play until we win, I guess.
Yeah. So let's go back into it.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you live and you learn, I guess. Because, yeah, I was expecting at least some help from them, but right now it doesn't seem like that's what's going to happen. Maybe the arcade is
It take you to your guard.
a bit harder on that kind of thing. I don't know.
Well, there's options that you can, if you're in the single player mode, there's difficulty options where you can either set the enemy level or select from a list of possible levels. So there's more flexibility there. Here the story mode is what it is.
Ah, okay. Can I?
Yeah, you're stuck. See the
Okay.
blue rings around you?
Core is mine.
Yeah.
The enemy used EX skill or something on you
Okay.
to freeze you.
That's what that is.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's status ailments in this game, and Noctis is once again taking it to you, so you might want to switch to him.
Noctis, man. What do you have against me?
So to continue from where we were before, just to go over the commands for you and for anybody else who's listening, for everyone watching at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's also the third perspective, I guess, for your character, positionally speaking, is running. If you hold down the R1 button, your character will dash, and you can see that status bar gradually going down to slightly above the HP and above the bravery number there.
Right.
So the longer you hold that down,
Teach me to do that?
if you do a dodge, a side dodge, or run, then that bar will decline. It'll fill up really, really fast though. Once it's completely empty, you just have to give it a second. Yeah, like that. It's
Okay.
already cast.
Yeah, right.
So, in any case, when you're running, again, that opens up a new set of moves where if you're holding the run button, then X, forward and X, and back and X all do another different attack.
Oh, okay.
Everything's going our way.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys are just destroying them this time.
Yeah, I don't play around with,
NVIDIA agent to your
with him anymore. He's hit me like without me like actually doing anything about it for far too long.
Yeah, last episode, or the first time you tried to fight him, rather, he was just pegging you while you were trying
Yeah,
to
I
go
was
after
just trying
your
to
mirror.
figure out something else. And then he's like, "Oh, this is my chance."
You're like, I'm gonna have a magical battle with Ishtola, the evil
No.
Ishtola. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be epic. Dark versus light, and then nope, he just stabs you in the face over
no,
and over.
good luck.
So for the summons, the way it works is the core, the glowing white crystal, appears multiple times throughout the battle. You can target that by just holding down one of the trigger buttons instead of tapping them. And whoever hits the core, it builds their summon meter. And once your summon meter is full, you can summon by holding down the touchpad. And when you bring in your summon, it has several effects that it does. It has bonus effects such as increasing the length of the status buffs or the status debuffs, or decreasing your cooldown times, things like that. And it also comes in and it just wrecks hell on the battlefield.
Right? Yeah. So I've seen.
So yeah, like Bahamut shoots these rays, he'll fly back and forth and shoot kind of long bolts at the enemy. He'll like that. He's kind of like strafing the battlefield
Right.
with his attack,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome. And the different ones attack in different ways, whereas Rommel will just shoot bolts down at different points, and you can see it coming and try and run out of the area.
Right.
But it is tough because they do shoot pretty quickly. And when the summon's there, you can see the sky is now all dark. It actually changes the battlefield.
The environment, right.
Yeah, I really, really like the attention to detail on it. The summon looks amazing, especially from far away. Like you're getting to see here. That basically napalm carpet bomb.
Yeah, that just demolished me for. Oh no, that's not what I
Guess
wanted.
who's back?
Again.
Yeah, it's not Eminem, it's Noctis. In case you thought Eminem was in this game suddenly.
That'd be an even cooler DLC.
That would be really bizarre. I mean, how would they implement Eminem? What would he use as a weapon?
He's
A microphone?
his words, I guess. Apparently they they're like some of the sharpest in the game.
Wow.
Come on. He doesn't even have a sword. He just talks about your mom the whole time. Come on. What? I feel like if it
Evil
hits,
Ishtola attacked you.
I feel like if it hits one of us, it should. That should be it.
Yeah,
Come
AoE is not, or friendly fire, I guess, is not a thing.
Oh,
I mean, if friendly fire were in this game, then the summons would be horrible.
Yeah.
Every summon would just be a nightmare to deal with.
I'm not.
So yeah, positionally speaking. So there's the running, the jumping, and on the ground, basically. So all of those have different actual attacks. And then you can chain the attacks into each other. Oh,
There
nice,
we
you got
go.
them. So if you know the best ways that the combos can link together, you can chain longer combos.
Right. Okay.
So
I
it's
must say, I
really
performed admirably today.
Yeah, you
thanks.
did good.
Did well, Travis.
Thank you. You got all three of them down
Oh yeah.
because my teammates don't want to do it.
Yeah, sometimes that's how the AI works. Sometimes they'll get a kill for you, and other times they'll be the Onion Knight and be in 6th and do nothing.
The Onion Knight was basically just a punching bag for the rest of the team while I tried to do something else.
Yeah, so now we can see the next cutscene and see how things turn out. But yeah, the fighting system is a lot of fun once you get used to it. It does absolutely have a learning curve and take some getting used to.
Oh yeah.
But there's so much depth to it.
It's definitely, yeah, you have to kind of finesse it a little bit. You have to get some experience before you can like actually do good, because I mean, this just being my first real time like battling with it, it requires a lot of like you have to really work at it a little bit to get used to the controls and stuff.
Right.
It's not like any other game that I've played.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I think that's one of the reasons why it's kind of the easy target for the fan backlash or whatnot, because it's so different.
It's so brand new, right?
Yeah, at first impression, it just, if you play somebody who was playing during the beta and knows the system, you're just going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed.
Makes
You
sense.
have to actually get used to it. It's not like you can do the standard down to forwards Street Fighter commands and have any chance in this game. You have to actually get used to the new system. So some people are just play it once or twice, can't get used to it, and just dismiss
that's it, right.
really quickly. Yeah.
Right.
But once you jump into it and give it a shot, it's so much fun.
Right, yeah. It is pretty intuitive once you get the hang of it, because once you can understand HP moves and all the other like triangle, like your
EX
different
moves.
EX moves and all that kind of thing, it does make sense, but it does require, like you said, a learning curve to get used to it. And also, like the player, I'm sure every player plays totally different in a sense, so you have to kind of figure out where your talents lie and where you're good at and where you're not.
Right, and the 3v3 concentration in this game means you actually have to be able to coordinate, and that's not always
Right.
something. If you end up playing against people who know how to work together as a team, that's another aspect where until you get used to it and get that sense of fighting, you might just be open to getting destroyed a few times first.
Right,
So
right.
you have to have an open mind if it's a completely new type of battle system, and if you don't, yeah, you're going to dismiss it.
Right,
But if
yeah.
you do, it can be a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be okay with failing, I can see. Like
Right,
for
yeah.
the first couple times.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Just you go through the learning curve, and then you'll succeed and have a lot of fun with it
yeah,
afterwards.
definitely. We
right,
can hop
so-
into this one.
Absolutely.
More memories.
The end of the Aether. Ishtola, Vaan, and the Onion Knight.
Where are we?
Ah, you imply this memory belongs to another.
Be careful.
I always am.
You never know what's out there.
And he does.
No point worrying about Vaan. He marches to his own beat.
Such a blithe spirit.
That he is.
All right, the coast is clear.
So there is caution under all that moxie.
Can you believe it? There's no one here but us.
Are you certain?
My eyes don't lie. Anyhow, I'm no coward.
Huh?
The bearer of the memory need not be present for it to manifest.
The thing is, it's gotta belong to one of us champions.
I don't get it.
I surmise that Materia employs these microcosms to expand this world. It is to that end we were assembled.
In other words, this place was fashioned from the memory of someone she brought here. You get all that?
That's wild.
Yeah. It is.
Imagine. The more people here, the more places to explore.
Fascinating indeed.
If only she had gathered everyone here. Oh, that's why Materia called so many of us at once.
She must like efficiency.
Huh? Wait a minute. I thought we were brought here to fight.
We were, but the reasons for our assemblage are twofold. Our memories are the catalyst by which the world expands, and the energy obtained from our clashes maintains it.
And, as we're already here, we only need to think about the accumulating energy part.
Okay, so our job's already half over.
What? You're oversimplifying things a bit.
Come on, there's more to see.
Okay.
Where will we end up next?
So that was a good kind of introduction contrasting between those three characters there. So Vaan is the reckless guy, charging ahead kind of. And
Yeah.
Y'shtola definitely more cautious as she's just trying to work out what's going on and surmising exactly what's happened to them.
Exactly, yeah.
Onion Knight, again, he's got a made-up personality because, like Warrior of Light, he didn't exist in his game.
Right.
The four main characters of Final Fantasy III were the Onion Kids, and the beginning of Final Fantasy III is not the best plot. Four kids fall in a hole. They find a monster guarding a crystal. They fight the monster, and they obtain the power of the crystal, and then they can change into jobs and different character classes. So,
What?
then they have to do the standard Final Fantasy thing, which is restore the balance to the world. The crystals are dying. Let's
Right.
restore the light.
Right.
So, but at first, yeah, four Onion Kids fall down a hole. That's the beginning of that game. So, later in the remake for the handheld Nintendo DS, they retconned in four characters who never actually existed. The main character was named Lunith, and they kind of gave them kind of personalities, but they're really basic, like very 2D personalities.
So that's basically like kind of like a Warrior of Light situation, like you said before, but now they didn't give him the leadership role. They were just kind of like, oh, here, you kind of are the most generic kind of version of a person kind of thing.
Sort of. They had personalities. They made the characters and they gave them actual personalities and names, so it's more than Warrior of Light, where they didn't make up anything until Dissidia, like a separate game.
Right.
They went back and made these characters, but they were really basic kind of two-dimensional character types. But that character, Lunith, is in this game as a skin for Onion Knight. The character of Onion Knight is not Lunith. He is, like, the Onion Kid, basically. Who, at the end of that game, if you can master the Onion Knight job. At first, it's super garbage. It has the weakest stats, but at high levels, 90 plus or something like that, it becomes incredibly powerful.
Super OP.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So they're basically saying, okay, that kid, the leader of those kids, is the Onion Knight. And he is basically like Warrior of Light, as you were saying.
Right.
He is going to be the
leader.
the rep for that game. Yeah.
Right.
So the now more official leader of them. So in this game, they did not go with Lunith, who was the replacement for the DS, the one who actually had somewhat of a personality. They said, no, we're going and we're keeping the actual Onion Knight. So in the way he plays in this game, he has the ability to change in the middle of the fight into a ninja or a sage, which are the highest physical class and the highest mage class in 3. So it's kind of interesting the way they worked him in.
Oh, very cool.
And so Vaan is the reckless one. He's a thief from Final Fantasy XII. He has dreams of becoming a big-time sky pirate because they have airships in that game.
Oh, okay.
And Y'shtola is a wise healer type from Final Fantasy XIV.
Right.
So now we've seen them interact
and fight with each other, I guess. And now I guess that's also a good like intro to the story for us also, and for you guys too, because I mean, we didn't really know kind of why there were these portals and things like that, I guess. At least I didn't. As to why like these new places are just being formed randomly, or if there's something controlling like where they're going, or now we know that it's actually memories of every single person that has been brought into it. And not only are those memories needed, but they have to fight to sustain that memories, sustain like I guess a stable universe.
Or expand the universe, they said. The more that they fight, the more realms can be created, that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah, it was great to see. That's a good window in there. Y'shtola is the one who's wise enough to figure it out and also thereby explain it to us as the players.
Right, exactly.
So the area they went to was Midgar, which is the main city from Final Fantasy VII, where you start out in that game.
Oh.
So it looked like Sephiroth had already figured out the memory thing, and beyond what Ishtola had figured out, he figured out some sort of way that he could alter or control it. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So he can manipulate the energies of the world on his own beyond what Materia is doing.
Right, yeah, that's awesome. He's definitely still top tier villain, I'd say.
Our eminence alone will crush you.
Wow.
Death is
Death
too
is gonna
good
crush
for
me.
them.
Remember this face.
Oh god. He's so crazy. It's so weird.
Yeah,
Like-
he definitely, they went for crazy with him.
Is mine.
Is his sword infinitely large?
Yeah, he's got a gigantically long sword. That's part of the fun.
Look at that. You put that down. That doesn't make any sense. So you
Oh
can,
man, that's fun.
You can hit them from like half the map away.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you know how to play, I'm sure you can do a lot more than what I'm doing.
That's usually a good call. So when these buttons actually make sense to push.
Oh, man, that was
oh.
awesome.
Holy crap.
Mine.
Oh, someone's incapacitated already.
That makes two.
Oh my god, that's so awesome. You have your... Oh, I thought you won already. Like, what? That makes no sense.
You just hear Kepka cheering about slaughter and
Yeah.
death.
That's awesome. Kill them all. Hey, Grandpa, join the fun.
Yeah, now they don't stand a chance with Grandpa here. What are you guys gonna do now?
Yeah.
My Grandpa's gonna stab you with his pointy stick. And I don't mean his staff.
Oh my god, that's so gross.
Here, let me go underneath Grandpa's
Oh,
robe for a second.
His skirt.
The only safe place that there is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the skins look so good.
You're flying awfully close to the sun.
What? Is that lightning?
Yeah, that armor for lightning is awesome.
That looks so cool. Holy crap. I love you can hear him.
There he is. Nope.
Yeah, he's
There he is. Look at Kepka.
Oh my god.
Look at him running around like a crazy person.
Yeah, just all of his movements look so creepy and weird.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, he's just flying around. I love that everyone can fly like it's not a big deal. Oh my god. Holy crap. That's so intense.
Kepka, let's hang out.
You're just gonna get you and Kepka like demolished.
Wash away their chances of conquest.
Oh wow, okay. What?
Yeah, Leviathan looks pretty awesome.
Oh, that looks so cool. Looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing or something like that.
You mean a Yu-Gi-Oh thing looks like a Final Fantasy thing?
Nope. I
Final
knew.
Fantasy was out much,
Yeah, much
much
earlier than Yu-Gi-Oh.
Fuck off Yu-Gi-Oh.
Make some room for Final Fantasy.
Where
The rightful
is
place.
the Jester?
Oh my god. I love it, there's just giant waves of like water balls coming at you and you're just looking for this clown.
I know. Oh, look how awesome Leviathan looks.
This
Oh,
is-
damn.
Holy crap.
Holy crap. I don't even mind that I'm getting destroyed.
It just, yeah, it just looks so cool. I'd say this one looks way cooler than Grandpa.
Oh, absolutely. Don't tell Grandpa that. He'll come after you with his pointy stick.
What? Oh, there's still,
There he is. Someone just beat Kepka up against the wall. Alright, look at
And,
Kepka! Yeah, look how awesome he looks!
he's just pretending like that didn't just happen to him.
He basically is prancing around.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't care that he's getting the crap beaten out of him. And you can hear his noises. Like, boy.
Yeah, when he runs, it actually makes cartoony, bouncy sound effects.
But I think that's gonna do it for this episode. And
Yeah, that seems like that'll wrap it up this time. Join us next time as we join Squall as he joins Terra, as she joins Lightning.
alright.
As she joins Zidane! as they march their own way and head towards the Espas.
Yes, it's going to be a joint effort. So, so come back next time and watch it go down. It should be pretty interesting to see.
Whoa, that's crazy!
Our conflict is what spawned this phenomenon.
Hold on! You're gonna go alone?
It'll be easier that way.